Hello, welcome back to another video. My name is Jenny and welcome to episode 2, February's episode of BookBox Battle. So if you don't know, I'll leave the playlist somewhere, but BookBox Battle is where I pit my new release BookBox books against older BookBox books, which is really hard to say, which is why I'm like really enunciating that. Read a couple of them, decide what's good and what's not good. That was a very bad description. You'll get it as we go in. So this month I have got my Illumicrate box. I have skipped my adult fairy loot. This year I'm trying to be a little bit more mindful on books that I'm bringing in. So one of my goals for 2025 is to reduce my TBR. It's the same goal that I have every year and I epically fail it pretty much every single year. But one of my things this year is that I'm bringing in a lot of books that I'm not reading. So I'm also trying to be mindful as well in terms of like my spending. Do I need to have subscriptions to 2 book boxes and a third later in the year when Fairy Loot Epic Fantasy starts? So I'm also just kind of trying to utilize my skips a lot more, and I am also just being aware of what books, when I get them, do I read the books? Do I DNF the books? Do I unhaul them unread? Do I need these subscriptions? Illumicrate, I'll be honest, is not doing too well. In 2024, I think I received, I don't actually have my numbers in front of me, I think I received either 8 or 9 Illumicrate books, and I think I have read 2 of them. Which isn't great because that just suggests that there's a lot of books that I was getting that I wasn't interested in, because of course I read the first chapters of them every month. Anyway, let's get into this. I've got my Illumicrate box here. The theme for this month is Fantasy Emporiums. I do know what the book is and I'm excited by the book, so I got the box. First of all, I mean, you can see it's right up at the top. The first thing we have got is a Midnight Bridge blanket. I love these blankets. This feels like it's going to be a really big blanket as well. Let me see if I can get them out. It is. It's a big blanket. Oh, yes. Oh my gosh, it's stunning. Oh my gosh, it's so stunning. I think this is the right way up. I can't see it. Can you see it? It's beautiful. I think it's square actually. Is this the right way up? I think so. I might be holding it upside down. I don't know what the right way up is, but I really like this. I love these blankets. They're a sort of really soft, like kind of microfiber feel, and I just love them. Oh my gosh. Just looking at what else is in this box, it just looks exciting. Okay, we've got a Spindrift Tea Room tea strainer inspired by the Tempest of Tea. I love tea. You may know this about me. If you saw my reset vlog last month, you might have seen my tea cupboard. I can't get into this. My tea cupboard is just ridiculous. Okay, right. This is I'm not going to take out the packaging because I'm actually not going to keep this. This is a teapot tea strainer. It sits on a little thingy. You fill up the teapot with loose leaf tea and you pop the teapot into your hot water into your cup. I'm not going to keep this. I don't like this style of tea strainer. Personally, I prefer a strainer where the tea has got room to move. That's just my own personal opinion. I have got about like 20 tea strainers anyway, so it's not a problem. This says Poison Garden mini bud vases, inspired by this poison heart. It's going to be exactly what it says on the tin. Okay, cute. These are just 2 little mini vases. One is blue and one is green for small flowers. That is very cute. I like that. And then we have got the Heart's Desire Trivet, inspired by Legends and Lattes. I love it when book boxes do like useful items. Oh, this is cute. So it is just a trivet. It's cork on the back. And it says, well nigh to thalmic line, the Scalvet stones fire, draws the ring of fortune, aspect of heart's desire. And we've got like a croissant, we've got the coffee beans, we've got cups of coffee. That is adorable. I currently have got a trivet that is by my kettle. But that one looks like it's a better kind of kettle trivet. So the book of the month. I'm very excited for this book, and I'll be totally honest, I am very excited for this book because of the hype. Because everybody else is excited for this book, I am therefore excited for this book. Here are the edges. Very, very pretty. It is Watermoon by Samantha Soto Yambao. It's Watermoon by Samantha Soto Yambao. Like I said, so many people are excited by this book that I have jumped completely on the hype train and am also excited. The hardback is beautiful. The end papers are stunning. Let me just read out the synopsis. It's got, I just saw then, it's got a bound in, oh, it is signed by the author. Oh no, don't get things stuck on you. Signed by the author, and it has a bound in letter. This is a completely unique cover. So, on a back street in Tokyo lies a pawn shop, but not everyone can find it. Most will only see a cozy ramen restaurant, and just the chosen ones, those who are lost, will find a place to pawn their life choices and deepest regrets. Hana Ishikawa wakes on her first morning as the pawn shop's new owner to find it ransacked. The shop's most precious acquisition stolen and her father missing. And then into the shop stumbles a charming stranger, quite unlike other customers, for he offers help instead of seeking it. Together they must journey through a mystical world to find Hannah's father and the stolen choice. Through rain puddles, hitching rides on paper cranes, across the bridge between midnight and morning, and through a night market in the clouds. But as they get closer to the truth, Hannah must reveal a secret of her own and risk making a choice she will never be able to take back. It does sound really good. I've heard it described as a cozy fantasy, but I also don't think it sounds like it's going to be like a true cozy fantasy. It sounds like it's going to be whimsical. It's going to be possibly slightly flowery, but I am excited. Favourite item in this box has got to be the blanket. I love blankets. I also actually I think that the quality of this box is brilliant. Like, for high quality items, I would say. Right, I am going to now pick 3 books from my book box jar. These are all of the books that I have had in book boxes in the past. I'm going to just go through these and pick out 3, so I'll have 4 books, sorry, to pick from. I'm just going to go with this one, which is Immortal Longings by Chloe Gong. I'm very excited by that book. This one is Song of Silver, Flame Like Night, who I can't remember the author of. And then we've got this one here, which is In the Lives of Puppets by TJ Klune. Oh my goodness. Okay. This is going to be a very hard choice. Let me get those books and come back to you. Okay, so I have got my 4 book picks here. This is a really difficult choice. In the Lives of Puppets is a very highly anticipated book. I know it has been out for like 12 months by this point. This one, I have read the first couple of chapters. I have really enjoyed what I've read of it so far. Very high chance that I'm going to pick that one. Immortal Longings, again, was a very highly anticipated book. I have, in fact, bought the sequel. I have read the first couple of chapters of this one as well. Oh no, I've just read the first chapter of this one. I think normally this one would be right up there, but I think with the picks I've got this time, I'm not sure. Song of Silver, Flame Like Night. I mean, how beautiful is this? This one is a YA. I don't think I'm going to pick this one. Some YAs I really enjoy, some of them really surprise me. I just don't feel like that one is gonna quite have like the magic YA mix. And then Water Moon, I honestly have no idea. I'm going to put it second. I'm going to predict that this is going to be my choices, with In the Lives of Puppets being the first book I'm going to read, Water Moon being my second choice, and then Immortal Longings and Song of Silver. But I do feel like these two could switch around potentially. Anyway, I'm going to do my first chapter challenge, and I will be back with you when I've done that and when I've picked what I'm going to read. I'm going to just be totally honest now. That's going to happen in a couple of weeks' time, because my Lumaquote box has arrived, but I've only just wrapped up my January big box battle, so I'm not going to be starting my February one just yet, but I wanted to unbox it. Anyway, I'll see you in a second when I'm reading my other books. Hello, I look rough as. So, I read the first chapter of Immortal Longings. Actually, I haven't, I lie. I've read the second chapter of Immortal Longings. It's fine. I feel like the plot is going to be good when it starts. It's just not started yet. Like, it's a kind of Hunger Games-esque trial sort of thing, and that part hasn't started yet. I'm interested in reading Immortal Longings, but I mean, I've only read one book so far, so it is just on the pile there. I don't know if it's going to be top of the list. The next one I'm going to pick up is probably going to be In the Lives of Puppets. Okay, I have read the second chapter again of In the Lives of Puppets. I really enjoyed this. Really, really good. Yeah, this one is definitely top of the pile so far. My next book I'm going to read will be Water Moon. So let's see how we get on. Okay, that was a very, very quick first chapter of Water Moon. It's only 7 pages long. I think this one is going under In the Lives of Puppets, but above Immortal Longings. So I enjoyed that first chapter. I can see it's going to be intriguing. However, I am a little bit nervous, because the more I've heard about this book, I got very excited by this book, just generally in like the pre-release hype. Now it's out, I'm hearing it being compared a lot to Erin Morgenstern and The Night Circus. I read The Night Circus and I didn't hate it. I hated The Starless Sea. Erin Morgenstern does not have a writing style that I enjoy. Sorry, I'm kind of glaring at Bella, who is currently trying to, I don't really know what she's trying to do. Get underneath the coffee table, I think. The gap's about this big. Cats. So, yeah, while I enjoyed that first chapter of Water Moon, I am a little bit nervous that I might not enjoy the whole book. I'm also a little bit nervous that I would like quick reads for this vlog, because I have got so much that I need to get read this month that I want to be able to get through. Like I said, I really want to aim to be getting through 2 books a month on my book box battle to be actually making progress. I suppose this month it's not the end of the world, because I have only received 1 new book, so if I do only get 1 book, it's fine. But I would like to, you know, start to get the total number down by reading more books. I think Water Moon might take me a minute though to read. Anyway, book number 4, Song of Silver, Flame Like Night. Now I am intrigued by this one, because while I'm not sure whether I'm going to enjoy it or not, it's a YA, it's an East Asian YA, and typically I haven't had the most luck with East Asian YA fantasies. So things like Daughter of the Moon Goddess, did not enjoy. Oh, what was the other one that I read? Star Daughter. Actually, that's Indian, not East Asian. Yeah, I can't think of any other examples off the top of my head, but I haven't had always the best of luck. However, Amelie Wenzhou's next book is coming in either a Fairy Loot or an Illumicrate, and I can't remember if I think it's Fairy Loot, and I think I'm getting it. I don't think I've skipped it. So I would like to read something by her, or at least get an idea of her writing style to decide whether or not it's going to be a book that I'm enjoying. So let's read a chapter. Final book. So again, second chapter of Song of Silver, Flame of Night. I don't know where I'm putting this, you know, because when I started the chapter, I was like, oh, intrigued. I think this is going second. I think this is going above Water Moon. But as I got towards the end of the chapter, I realised I was reading the words, but I wasn't taking in the words. And so, yeah, I don't know actually where I'm putting this one. In the Lives of Puppets is definitely the book that I'm going to read for this vlog. That's just a given. Out of Water Moon and Immortal Longings, I've put Water Moon first. Yeah, no, I think I'm happy with those two. I think Song of Silver, Flame of Night is actually going to go down at the bottom underneath Immortal Longings, because even though I was really enjoying that chapter at first, like I said, as I got further through it, I just was like, I'm not interested in this actually. And I think looking at those three books, if I had to pick one to read, it would not be Song of Silver, Flame like Night. So I can't pick up this pile. This is my stack. Can I get it so you can actually see the spines? Probably not. So yeah, In the Lives of Puppets is going to be the book I'm going to be reading in this vlog. This is going to be quite a quick vlog, so if I have time, I will try and get to Water Moon. I'm not sure that I will definitely get to Water Moon. Book chosen, In the Lives of Puppets, is going to be my first, potentially only book of this vlog. It's actually only about an hour and a half later, but I'm at my 100-page update in the Lives of Puppets. This book reads so fast. Yeah, I'm enjoying it so far. So we're following Victor, who is a human, and he lives with his father, who is an android, and two other robots that they have found. Rambo, who is a small circular vacuum, and Nurse Ratchet, who is a sociopathic nurse robot. I love the characters. I'm really enjoying the characters. Anyway, they found an android in scrapyards, which they have kind of rebuilt, and they think he is called Hap. Geo, the father, because he raised Victor rather than like biological father, obviously. He's an android, but Geo is concerned about Hap and thinks that Hap is dangerous. So yeah, that's basically where I'm up to, which is pretty much all that it says in the synopsis as well. But I'm enjoying it. I'm really enjoying the humour, particularly between the two robots, between Nurse Ratchet and Rambo. And it's just little things like that as well that I like the fact that they call the circular small Hoover, like vacuum robot, Rambo, because there was an R something that might have been an A sort of shape, an M, a B, and then another sort of roundish letter. And like, we know it's a Roomba, but I love how it's like, actually no, like it could have been mistaken as Rambo, and I'm like, I love that. Yeah, so far I'm enjoying it. It's really good. If it carries on being this much of a quick read, hey, I might get a second book done as well. Miracle of miracles. I am up to part 2. So I'm on about page 176, so nearly halfway through. I'm still really enjoying this. So Geo, the father, has been taken. I really enjoy the humour in this. Hi, Bracken. I'm really enjoying the humour in this. Nurse Ratchet actually kind of reminds me of Dwight from The Office. So there was a bit where Vic had said, well, what would you do if I was taken? And Nurse Ratchet said, I would forget about you. It would take me 2 days, 4 hours and 7 minutes. And Victor's like, no, you wouldn't. She's like, okay, fine, no, I wouldn't. But just that sort of dry sense of humor reminds me of Dwight. And Rambo is just adorable. Like, just kind of, again, he's funny. Yeah, so I am enjoying this a lot so far. We've understood a little bit more about the background of this world. So humans made robots. Robots started to like evolve, and then discovered that the only way that the robots were going to be able to survive and the planet was going to be able to survive is if they got rid of the humans. So I feel like it's an interesting allegory about AI. I guess also things like global warming, and it is giving me vibes of Trump's scary America, with how a few people are trying to literally control everything. But so far, I'm enjoying it. Hello, I'm in bed. I'm still reading In the Lives of Puppets. I've got my book sleeve on it now. I am up to part 3. I'm still loving it. I am having such a good time with this book. It's actually put my face vaguely in shot there. Yeah, I'm having such a good time with this book. I'm enjoying it so much. I'm just really loving the metaphor of it, like the kind of the deeper meaning behind, like, it's a beautiful story, but then you've got this whole sort of technology wiping out humans being a scourge on the planet, all of that, which I mean, it's horrible and it's true, but I'm also just really enjoying reading about it. So yeah, having a fantastic time. On to part 3. I can't tell you what's just happened in part 2, particularly at the end of part 2, because spoilers, and so I won't do that. I'm just going to tell you that I really enjoyed it, and I need to carry on reading now. I want to jump on here and talk to you about In the Lives of Puppets, because I finished the book. So, where are we? In the Lives of Puppets. This book is adorable. It did make me cry. I haven't actually rated it, but shall we do that? Shall we do some rating here? Or pile. I've probably said this 500 million times. Characters. I loved the characters. I thought Rambo was like just adorable. Nurse Ratchet got more and more. Like, I just loved her more and more. I really enjoyed Victor. I didn't feel like I knew Geo too well, but I loved how they were very much a family. I'm going to give it a 9 for characters. Atmosphere. I can see this as a movie, so I'm going to give it again a 9. A perfect 10 is very hard to come by. Okay, I'm a very harsh grader. Writing, I thought was really good. Again, 9. Plot, I am going to downgrade the plot a little bit. I'm going to give the plot an 8.5 because while I did really enjoy it, it did drag a tiny bit in the middle. Intrigue, I'm going to give intrigue an 8 because I kind of knew all along what the outcome was going to be. You know, the ending did make me cry, but it didn't shock me. Logic, I'm going to give logic a 9. I feel like everything within the world made sense. And enjoyment, I have to give enjoyment a 10 because it made me cry. I'm going to just up plot to 9 because it's my game, my rules. That now gives it a perfect 9 out of 10 on Copile, which is a 5-star. It was at 8.93 and I was like, this book, that just feels too close to a 5-star to not be a 5-star, you know? So that's only my second 5-star of the year. And when I look on like Storygraph, I realise that I am very much in the minority here of enjoying In the Lives of Puppets. It seems like everybody has given it sort of 3 stars, maybe a 4-star here and there. I think you're all wrong. This book is fantastic. I loved it. Maybe this is just, I enjoy TJ Kloon's writing style because I loved Cerulean Sea. I really loved Whispering Door as well. So, you know, maybe TJ Klune is just the author for me. I don't know. But yeah, I had a fantastic time. I'm really happy. Yay. Yay. But that does now leave me with the dilemma. It is only Sunday night, so I should really pick up Watermoon and read the second book for this vlog, because my plan is to get this vlog out next week, I think. I don't really know. However, you can just go there. However, no, let's go in here and discuss things. So I should be picking up Watermoon, but I've got so many other books I need to read this month. And even though it's literally the 3rd, but I am feeling quite anxious that I'm not going to get to everything that I need to read. I mean, the must-read pile doesn't fit on my TBR cart. If I show you my TBR cart is here. These are all the books I need to read this month, plus this pile. That's a lot of books. Plus I'm already currently reading 2 other books. So I think Watermoon is going to go back onto the shelf. And I don't feel too bad about that, because I did only haul 1 book, so I've read 1 book, so like I'm still at a net 0 in terms of books. Something like that. I also did just want to say I'm going to be switching up Book Box Battle next month. So I had a message from one of my friends who suggested that we do something slightly different with Book Box Battle, and I really, really love the idea that they gave me. So I am going to be changing things up slightly next month. I'm really excited for this. I feel it's going to just help kind of invigorate everything that is happening, because I still want to carry on the challenge of Book Box Battle, but I feel like, yeah, it's going to be good to kind of mix things up and reinvigorate the idea. So that will be good. That's going to be starting next month. But yeah, that's it for this video. So if you like this video, please leave me a like, subscribe down below, and I will see you in the next one.